Now that the Democrats have been beaten on socialized health care, they've got nothing left other than maybe beefing up enforcement of take your daughter to work day. At least they have nothing the voters won't boil them in oil for proposing. They claim it's urgent that we pass another stimulus bill. You know, apparently there's still some freshman congressman with relatives who don't have no-show government jobs. The other big-ticket item on the Democrats' agenda is card check, which would take the secret ballot away from union elections. If card check passes, the only hope of having open union elections again will be if Obama promises to televise them on C-SPAN. The Democrats' other big idea is cap and trade, or as it's formally known, the huge new tax on everything under the sun Act of 2010. The downside of cap and trade is your taxes will go up massively, your electricity bills will go through the roof, thousands, some say millions of Americans will lose jobs. But the upside of cap and trade is, if it passes and we defeat global warming, Washington, D.C. will see snow again. I suppose the Democrats could propose something actually popular, like cutting taxes, but they can't because they're Democrats. Darn the luck. So it's hard to figure what their next move will be. Maybe they'll propose a constitutional amendment to protect your right to burn the American flag. Their main idea seems to be denounce Americans. Liberals have spent the last year responding to anyone who opposes Obama's agenda by calling them racist evilmongers. Jimmy Carter said that an overwhelming portion of people opposed to Obama's health care plans are racist. And if there's one guy who has his finger on the pulse of what Americans feel and believe, it is Jimmy Carter. Nancy Pelosi called the opponents of big government un-American. So I think we know the Botox is seeping into her brain now. Harry Reid called them evilmongers. Wait, I'm sorry, who's Harry Reid again? CNN calls them teabaggers, which is the gayest term I've ever heard on CNN, other than Anderson Cooper. ABC calls them a mob, and MSNBC calls them, oh wait, never mind, no one watches MSNBC, it doesn't matter. The last time I heard this much race-baiting invective was, well, when I was in my usual front row pew at the United Church of Christ Trinity Church in Chicago. Yeah, Democrats get snippy with Bush for calling Obama evil, but they're perfectly happy to call Americans evil. Ironically, since Obama was first elected, for the first time in my life, I'm sometimes not proud of my country. You've been a great crowd, especially considering you're all paid shills by the insurance company. Anyway, thanks for being here. Keith Olbermann is a girl. God bless America. And remember, Keith Olbermann is a girl. I'll take your questions now. We only have about 10 minutes for questions. And I don't know how we do it. Are there mics?
Go to the mic. Go to the mic. There's mics on both
Good,
sides.
I don't have to answer the student discount fee question. You're getting a discount.
Yes.
I have a question, Ms. Coulter. Do you have any thoughts on who you think should run in 2012 against Barack Obama?
I think my most important point on who should run and who the conservative leader or the Republican leader is, we can't tell them. I think it would be better if, like a month before the election, we announce who we're running for president. Because, I mean, the media's obsessive desire to know who's your leader. Is it Michael Steele? Is it Rush Limbaugh? Is it Glenn Beck? Is it Sarah Palin? They want us to tell them who our leader is so they can ferociously fixate on that person and destroy him or her. And moreover, right-wingers are crazy individualists. We never really follow our leaders anyway.
Can you hear me? Yeah, there we go. I'm from North Carolina. I loved your talk about John Edwards, and I kind of want to hear a little bit more because our paper won't cover it. So what do you suggest, though?
I'm glad you asked.
What do you think we should do in North Carolina to get our paper to cover such a slime bag like John Edwards?
I can't believe anyone in this convention is still relying on newspapers for news. Surely the National Enquirer is available in North Carolina. And I must say the ABC News blog has been excellent on covering the Edwards affair.
I was wondering, going to Penn State, Michael Mann from ClimateGate actually teaches there, and what do you have to say about Michael Mann, this ClimateGate, or possibly what to do, how to handle it?
I think it's been handled by God. That was quite a 1-2 punch we had this year. First you have the whole scandal with them fudging the data and Michael Mann fudging the data. And then we get snow in all 50 states. No, do not think God does not have a sense of humor.
Can you hear me okay? Yesterday we heard from Representative Pence that he felt the Obama administration is kind of managing the decline of the United States of America.
Yep.
When they really should be trying to make us great. So could you care to comment that do you really feel that this administration and President Obama in particular is more inclined to manage a decline of the greatest country in the world, or is he trying to make us better?
No, I think that's a great way of putting it. They are trying to manage the decline, but then the American people spoke up. And now the entire country is like the terrorists in Guantanamo during the Bush administration. We're just waiting for a change of administration to be released from this hell.
Another question from North Carolina, because we're very void of news in North Carolina. And Ann, we love you for keeping Bill O'Reilly straight over the Cpac convention.
I hope the Fox cameras got that.
Would you please use your effort at Fox to get them to look into Erskine Bowles? He is from North Carolina, and he has destroyed our university system by making it a political hiding place for ex-politicians that have been caught being criminals. And nobody's talked about this, and guess where he's at?
Right. I don't think we have to worry about him anymore. He's now in utter obscurity on the Fiscal Responsibility Commission.
That's right. Thank you.
They'll get together and talk about old times back in the 70s.